My boyfriend reached across the car and held my hand on the drive home, and for the first time in months he asked what I needed instead of going silent. What he didn't know was that 6 weeks earlier, I had started preparing myself to leave him. My boyfriend, I'll call him Theo, had been different for about 3 weeks before my sister said something at dinner. We were at my parents' house, a Sunday thing, pot roast going cold because my dad was talking too long before Grace. Theo was in the kitchen helping my mom without being asked. Just got up, started passing things through, refilled her water. My sister, let's call her Dana, leaned over to me and said, quiet and not quiet enough, what happened to him? She didn't mean it kindly. Dana had never fully trusted Theo. Not because he was a bad guy, but because 6 months ago he kind of was. Not dramatic, nothing broke, just a slow fade. He'd stop making plans. Forget things I'd mentioned. Show up distracted, phone in hand, somewhere else in his head even when he was sitting right next to me. I had started preparing myself for a conversation I didn't want to have. Then something shifted. I don't know exactly when I noticed. Maybe when he texted me on a Tuesday just to say he remembered I had a hard meeting that morning. Maybe when he showed up with the specific tea I'd mentioned once, weeks before. Maybe when we drove home from my parents after a hard night and instead of going quiet like he used to, he reached over, held my hand, and asked what I needed. So when Dana said what she said, I felt something rise in me. I told her he was putting in effort. She made a face. That kind of face that says I've seen this before and it won't last. I told her she didn't know what she was talking about. She said people don't just change, and I said, actually, sometimes they do, and I meant it, and I was surprised how much I meant it. Later, on the drive home, I told Theo what happened. He went quiet for a second, not the old quiet, the thinking quiet, and then he said something I keep coming back to. He said he'd overheard 2 guys talking after church a while back. Something about a habit one of them had built, something to do with being more intentional with their girlfriend. He didn't catch the whole thing. He said he almost let it go. But it stayed with him, and that night he went home and looked into it and downloaded something and just started. He didn't pitch it to me. Didn't explain it. Just said, I didn't want to keep being the version of me that was losing you. I didn't say anything for the rest of the drive. I'd been with him for 2 years. I thought I knew exactly who he was. I'm not sure I had any idea who he was capable of being.